Welcome to Jasper.
This is the story of how I spent my roughly 48 hours in Jasper. Except, the story doesn't actually begin in Jasper. It begins with a road trip on the Icefields Parkway.
Welcome to the Icefields Parkway. Let's get road tripping.
If you haven't driven the Icefields Parkway before, all you need to know is it's one of the most beautiful drives in the world. And in winter, it can get spicy.
Look at the road. Do you see a road light anywhere? Absolutely not. I think this crow thinks I'm gonna die.
Luckily for me, I had a beautiful day to drive, and to stop and see some of the sights along the way. Starting with the Athabasca Glacier.
I'm currently reading -15, but I can almost guarantee up there it's a lot closer to like -30 with the wind chill. You can tell it's cold by the way that it is. Well, and the fact that it looks f***ing cold. But yeah, that's Athabasca in the winter. My legs are freezing, so I'm gonna go back to the car now.
The next stop on my drive was Sunwapta Falls. And the best part? The road there wasn't plowed yet. So I of course drove very responsible.
Pit stop of the drive. Sunwapta Falls. There they are. Very, very, very frozen right now.
After spending some time exploring around the falls, I got back in my car and headed to the last stop of my mini road trip, Athabasca Falls.
One of the best parts about coming to Jasper in winter versus summer is you get a place like Athabasca Falls basically all to yourself because people don't really come out here in the winter. Well, that's Athabasca Falls.
Having spent a majority of the day on the road at this point, I was excited just to get to Jasper and go to bed. I had big plans for the next day. The next morning, after waking up and scrounging breakfast at one of the finest establishments in Jasper, I headed to Maligne Canyon with a plan. And actually, you know what? I'll let myself explain what I was thinking.
So, here's the deal. I couldn't find anywhere online that says you're not allowed to do the Maligne Canyon Icewalk by yourself. So I got my crampons, I got my spikes, I got everything else I need. I even got a helmet. And we're gonna go for a walk and do it ourselves and see how bad it is.
Turns out, it wasn't bad at all.
Danger. Okay.
Just a heads up that I'm not gonna talk for these next few minutes. I want the beauty of the canyon to do the talking for me.
Woo!
After a morning well spent exploring the canyon, my afternoon plan was a lot simpler.
Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game.
And a good old hockey game it was. After playing hockey, I spent some time walking around the grounds of the Jasper Park Lodge, chatted with some locals.
There's a deer blocking the sidewalk. Excuse me, I'm gonna go that way.
And then made my way back into town for a little evening shopping spree. The rest of that night was spent at various bars and pubs across Jasper, but all that footage is gone, so don't go looking for it. The next morning marked my last in Jasper, and while I intended to stay longer, the weather had other plans for me.
Guess I'm taking the long way home.
Not to be deterred by the 20 centimeters of fresh snow, I made my way to Pyramid Lake for one last little sightseeing journey before I had to leave town. And honestly, I kinda lucked out. Since I was the first one to go to the island that morning, I got to explore the whole thing covered in a fresh blanket of snow and completely in peace and solitude. Honestly, having an entire corner of a national park all to myself really makes me appreciate just how lucky we are in Canada. I mean, there's so much wilderness and so much space, and it's so accessible for everyone. All you have to do is get out there. With Pyramid Lake successfully explored, I made my way back to the car and began to get ready for my trip home. But not before stopping to, take a few more pictures of the locals.
Till next time, Jasper. Time to make my way home in a snowstorm. Classic. I can screenshot this. Hello.